Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are rebuilding the Charlotte Hornets in NBA 2K25. So the Hornets are obviously an interesting team. They could be a really good team in the times. I could definitely see it with LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller being healthy, Miles Bridges, their new additions like Colin Sexton, Spencer Dinwiddie, Conkin Apple throughout the draft. They could be maybe a sneaky playoff team, maybe even a playing team this year. But it all depends about their health, in my opinion. Obviously, LaMelo Ball has dealt with a fair share of injuries, as well as Brandon Miller at this point of his career. And some other guys as well. They was unable to stay healthy. But I feel like if LaMelo Ball stays healthy, he is a really good player when he's healthy. I feel like we're all forgetting that, as we all know. But like I said, maybe the Hornets could do something. In 2K, they're not that good, so it might take, obviously, a lot of rebuilding to get them to where we want them to be. But they're a really interesting team. Obviously, they did some other things the offseason, like signing Mason Plumlee. They re-signed Trey Mann. And they went ahead and took on some contracts like Pat Connaughton. And then, yeah, they also had a pretty good draft, I think so. They were able to draft Liam McNeely and Ryan Kalkbrenner. So that was really good, as well as, obviously, like I said, drafting Conkin Apple with the 4th overall pick in the draft. So he'll fit right in. And they also traded Mark Williams to the Phoenix Suns. They got a future pick swap, and then they got Conkin Apple. I mean, not Conkin Apple. They got Liam McNeely from the Phoenix Suns in the draft. He's in the G League right now. Do we want to call him up? I have to see the rotation first. Power ranking lands is 24th. Running a balance as well. Something I haven't done in a minute, trading LaMelo Ball. Do you guys think if the Hornets miss the playoffs for the next like 1 or 2 years, LaMelo Ball, do you guys think he could be traded? Honestly, I think it's a very good possibility. And I might honestly trade him in this video if things aren't going well. So we got LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller. Obviously, I don't think Pat Connaughton will start at small forward. So I'm going to fix this up how I want it to look like, and then I'll show you guys how the rotation is actually going to look. In year one will be LaMelo Ball, Conkin Apple, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Mason Plumlee, Colin Sexton, Spencer Dinwiddie, Trey Mann, Josh Green, Grant Williams. That's your 10-man rotation. I do want to get Diabate minutes and Salon. I don't think there's going to be a way to do that. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to kick out Grant Williams for John Salon. Obviously, John Salon was a lottery pick last year. So you the 6th pick last year. Definitely think it makes sense to play him, and then I guess Diabate just won't play. We could go 11-man deep, but I want to see if we can actually try to do something. I don't want to like go 11-man deep and just call it a season. I actually want to see if we could do something this year. So obviously, like I said, your number one will probably decide if we want to reset this thing even more and trade LaMelo Ball, get even more draft picks, or we can keep him throughout the rebuild, which I feel like I've done that recently a lot. It's been a minute since I traded LaMelo Ball, man. So I like the idea of it for now. We'll see. And Anthony Edwards wins the MVP. So, yeah, he averaged 35 points per game, 5 assists. Don't only see that much, 5 rebounds, too. He said he's trying to become one of the best players in the league. He's working on his game really hard to do that, being like, Shane Lucas level, I heard. Cooper Flag winning MVP. 6 men goes to Scoot Henderson. Defensive player going to Victor Wembanyama. Most improved going to Nemanja Kita. Clutch player going to Jalen Brown. Coach, you're going to Mike Brown. Zachary Staples is your executive. But all NBA first team, all NBA second team, all NBA third team here. And we missed the playoffs. Yeah, not even the plan. We didn't make, I don't think we did. We didn't make the plan at all. So we finished off as the number 13 seed in the Eastern Conference. So 26-56. Now, hear me out. If we get AJ Bands in this video, that if we get number 1, that probably guarantees a LaMelo Ball trade. Like getting 1 or 2 to getting like AJ Advance or Darren Peterson will probably be the route we go, honestly. I'm pretty sure we have our pick, right? So, okay. Player stats, we have about 23.5 LaMelo. Brandon Miller showed potential. Obviously, averaged 20 points this year. I mean, he averaged 20 points last year. Why am I saying this? But I did put his stats in the up so he can average what he's probably going to average in real life. 17 from Colin Sexton. We had about 16.5 from Bridges, 8 from Conkin Apple, 8 from Trey Mann, 7 from Plumlee, 7 from Spencer Dinwiddie, 4 from Salon, and 3 from Josh Green. So not great, but we'll go straight into the offseason to see what pick we're going to land in the lotteries. The Timberwolves are going to win the championship. Ant wins the MVP, championship, and finals MVP. What a year for him. So LeBron James is going to call a quit. We have any Hornets players retiring, like Plumlee or anybody? Okay, Mr. Plumlee is going to retire. All right, so heading into the draft lottery, what pick are we projected? We are projected the number 4th pick in the draft. Now, I don't know about that 5th pick. I really don't know. I'm just going to assume that we don't have it. I don't know about that 5th pick. I actually don't know anything about it. We might have it, but hopefully we can land the 1 overall pick in the draft, and we fall to freaking 7. Are you kidding me? All right. Well, that's not great. I honestly wanted. I mean, we can still trade up using LaMelo Ball, definitely, 100%. But who even trade up with? Would the Grizzlies even be willing to trade number one for LaMelo? Obviously, they don't need a point guard. They have John Morant. With the Wizards, I mean, I don't really see why they would want to do that. And then Boston, I don't really think they. I don't even think they can make a trade like that. Like Oklahoma, I mean Philly, Oklahoma City, I don't know. Brooklyn, like I don't know. So I think it might be just worth it. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna keep him yet. We'll see, but I'll look at all my options really quick. So I finally made a trade. It's with the Boston Celtics. So the Boston Celtics, we got the third overall pick in the draft. So let me show you guys the trade. Let me show you guys what makes sense. So the Celtics are trading the third overall pick and Sam Hauser to us for number 7, Diabate, and a lot of second round picks. I throw up a lot of them there, but at the end of the day, we got it done. And I feel this makes sense because the Celtics get rid of Sam Hauser's contract and they trade down so they can make more moves around Jaylen Brown and Tatum. Once they're fully healthy, they can make some trades, sign better free agents, something like that. They get rid of Sam Hauser's long-term contract as well, and they still going to keep a lottery pick by trading down a couple spots. So I think it makes sense for both sides, obviously. Maybe Hauser could play for us. Probably not, though. But we got that rolling for us now. We had to trade Diabate in a couple of seconds to get the deal done, but I feel like it's fine. So the third overall pick will decide who we are if we're going to trade LaMelo Ball. So I'm going to keep Charles. We're going to head to draft night now. And we still going to keep the 14th overall pick. I actually don't know if we have this pick or not. It's like a pick swap. I heard it's like really complicated. So it's either going to go to us or the Memphis Grizzlies. And since the Grizzlies have the number 1 overall pick, I'm going to assume that we should have this pick. I believe they actually, like I said, the Hornets and Suns have made a lot of trades. I'm going to assume that we do have this pick. I actually don't know who had the Suns 2026 pick, but I'm going to assume we have it, like I said, because the Hornets and Suns have made so many trades, dude. Like, they have a good relationship, a really good one. But every draft for number 3, we'll decide if we trade LaMelo Ball. Number 1, the Grizzlies are going to select AJ Manson. The Wizards are going to select Darren Peterson. Okay. So that means we are probably going to go at Cameron Boozer, right? So Boozer, welcome to the team. We'll draft them with the 14th pick. We got Jaden, we got Lamont, so I think I'm probably honestly going to go with Dash Daniels here. So Dash Daniels, welcome to the team. I see him develop into a really good player. So welcome to the team, you two. And then team player options, Brandon Miller, Salon. Qualifying offers, I don't really care about these guys, honestly. And then heading into free agency, you have some money. You have like the MLE to sign. So LaMelo, Trey Mann, Concanepo, Dash Daniels, Brandon Miller, Sam Hauser, Josh Green, and Julian McNeely. We got Miles Bridges, Cameron Boozer, Grant Williams, Tijon Salon. We got Ryan Caldwell. So I guess in theory, we could trade him now, but would it make more sense to keep building around the team now that we got Boozer? We could probably slide Boozer to center if we wanted to. I mean, he's 6'9". He probably could have played the position, honestly, but I feel like he's more of a power forward. Would he want to play center? Probably not. I don't know. I'll look into it. We'll see if we can trade him or not. If there was a trade to make, it will be with the Brooklyn Nets, man. Make it make sense. So I'm going to make it make sense right now. So the Brooklyn Nets can obviously, they don't have their pick next year. So they want to be good right now. So, they want to be good. They don't have their pick next year. So give them LaMelo Ball. Take Josh Green's contract. We get Noah, Egor Demon, 3 firsts, and Nick Clyde. Someone they're probably already trying to trade anyway. So, I mean, yeah, this would be the way to go. Let's offer it. They say no, which is fair, I guess. Second round picks will have to be done there, which is so dumb. Is there money I can give you guys? Would you have me make the trade? Say yes to the trade? What about making it? No, that's a good idea. No, I'm probably gonna make this trade go through. It's impossible to make superstar trades in 2K, and this package for LaMelo Ball isn't bad at all, in my opinion. So, in superstar trades, I always make the trade go through. So, I'm gonna make the trade go through this time, but we are gonna trade LaMelo Ball. And the Hornets should trade LaMelo Ball. I'm just doing it because I haven't done it in a while, and I feel like it'll make sense for both sides, honestly. So. They agree. The Nets are trying to win now. They're a win-now team. Basically, LaMelo likes that. And he wants to go to Brooklyn, I guess. I don't know if he'll actually go there. Maybe they can pair him with the free agent. Maybe they say they want to go after somebody next year like Giannis or Jokic. Then they can pair him with a superstar. Obviously, I don't really see anybody want to come here. So we got that done for us now. And I think we'll have Egor Demonstar up on us like this. We're still in rebuilding stage, especially now. So I think for now, we have obviously a lot of young players now. I think a Miles Bridges trade has to come next. I don't really see a role of him in the team now, especially with Boozer and Noah and Salon. I think we have to trade away Miles Bridges as well. Honestly, I'll just take an expiring contract in a first-round pick or a young player in a first-round pick. So Young Hodgson, sure, but I don't really see why the Blazers would want that. So the Memphis want to give me KCP and a top 3 pick. Maybe they want to add another forward to their team. I don't hate that by any means. So I think if that's the best offer I could find, I'm gonna do it. So Memphis Grizzlies will do it. It's a top 3 protected pick, and obviously a pick's probably not gonna be too good. But it was 2-star value, so maybe. So get KCP. Is there anybody else I want to trade? So Boozer, Noah, Grant Williams, T. Salon. So I guess we can probably look to trade like Josh Green or somebody as well, because I don't really see a role of him being on the team either. So Josh Green, we're gonna see if we got like a second round pick for you or something, honestly. Cause okay, we get dump him off to the Clippers. He's still a good 3-and-D player. It's not like he's not good or anything. We can get obviously, he's not even in the Hawks anymore, so I'll have to fix that. But sure, the Clippers want to give me a couple second round picks. Give me a second round pick for him, honestly. We can call it a deal. I know we don't have many picks to trade, but give me a second round pick. You guys can have Josh Green. He's a good 3-and-D player, and now if we weren't already in rebuilding mode, well, we are now. I'm gonna say that. And then we'll probably move like Solana small forward. Because I'm already knowing Tim Hauser will regress, so Salon he'll regress even more to a 74 overall. He'll be the backup small forward, and all he needs is a backup center now. And after that, we're good. So Mitchell Robinson, we might even just sign him because why not at this point? So Mitchell Robinson on like a 2-year deal, 12 mil. We'll sign him, and he'll be the guy we go after. I'm gonna let all these guys walk in free agency, even Colin Sexton. So we're gonna have that going for us. I'm gonna go straight to player progression. Because Kneppel's up to an 80, Claxton's up to an 80, Mitch Robinson's up to a 79, Trey Man's up to a 78, Igor Demon's up to a 78, Salon's up to a 77, and then we got Sam Hauser going down, KCP going down 3 overalls, Liam McNeely's going up though. So yeah, eventually this team will be good. Obviously, we're headlined by Brandon Miller for now, but I do like where this team is going. Obviously, Trey LaMelo Ball definitely sucks. He was our franchise player, but sometimes that happens, man. LaMelo Ball trade rumors were popping up this season. Imagine what happened if they go through another terrible season like how we just had. Maybe we show some sign to get attention this year. Who knows? Running a balanced system. Do we want to start Trey Man or start Igor Demon? I think we might as well start Igor Demon, right? I mean, we might as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just go and start Igor Demon. So your rotation into this season is Igor Demon, Con Kneppel, Brandon Miller, Cameron Boozer, Nick Claxton, Mitchell Robinson, Trey Man, Dijon Salon, Noah, and then I obviously want to go ahead and play Dash Daniels over Sam Hauser at this point. So I want to play Dash Daniels minutes, and then that'll probably be our 10-man rotation. Then I'm going to see you guys at the end of the season. We'll see how good we are. Shot in the seeds. I want Brandon Miller to be like the number 1 option here now. I've given him the keys. And then I guess we'll push Kneppel up just a little bit, like a 60 shot, 60 touch Tennessee. And then Boozer will obviously be taking shots, a lot of shots as well. So we'll see how good we are this season. I'll see y'all at the end of the season. Victor Wembanyama wins the MVP. It would have been so great to get Darren Peterson in the draft. The Wizards, I don't know why we had to fall in the draft so much, man. But All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third team, there it is. But we ended up actually being the number 9 seeds. We improved, which is crazy. But we did have about 24 from Brandon Miller. Like I said, LaMelo would have been the perfect co-star. But like I said, we do have Boozer now. He's going to progress. I'm just worried about our future point guard. Who's it going to be? I don't think Demon develops that well. I can figure out everything else. We'll just have to figure out our point guard situation, which will be hard to fix. But we do win the first game of the plan, and we lose the second one. But standings, we ended up finishing off 41-41, which isn't bad by any means. And about I already got to show you guys the play. 24 from Brandon Miller, 16 from Boozer, 12 from Kneppel, 11 from Trey Mann, 11 from Demon, 10 from Noah, 10 from Daniels, 9 from Salon, and then 6 from Claxton, and 5 from Mitchell Robinson. We can look at our offensive rating and defensive rating. So offensive rating, we were number 15th, which I guess isn't terrible. Defensive rating, though, we were okay. We need to upgrade both sides of the ball, which it'll get better once we keep obviously once we keep going, it'll get better. Anthony Davis and the Mavericks win the championship. Cooper Flash, LeBron James. I mean, Kevin Durant's going to retire a Laker, not LeBron James. LeBron James already retired. But heading into the NBA draft lottery, we are projected. Well, we are projected multiple picks, I see. So we're projected to get pick 4. Where's our original pick at? Oh, it's 14. Forgot we're close to making the playoffs. So projected pick 7 via Philadelphia. I'm just going to skip the draft to see where all these picks land up. I think it's a possibility to only get 1 pick in the draft, and that's ours. Pretty sure all the picks are protected in a way. And the Kings will get 1. Yeah, like I said, I knew there was a possibility we only got 1 pick in the draft. And Well, we get 2 picks, so I guess that's better than nothing. So, do we want to fire Charles Lee? Honestly, guys, the play-in tournament. I know there might be better options out there. I'm gonna keep Charles Lee though, so I'm gonna skip past that and we'll look straight. So this draft isn't the best, I am aware, but to be honest, we might need to trade up. We need to keep trading up to get all these good prospects so we can become a good team. So I don't hate that. Maybe going. I know Christian Collins is the best player in the draft by far. But maybe we go after Tyron Stokes, honestly. Where would Stokes fill with the team, though? No, you're right. Stokes probably would have filled with the team. Um, so I guess the idea was to get a point guard, somewhat, somehow. I got to see how much Igor Demon develops, and then if Claxton goes down, we obviously that's a problem too. But center and point guard are the two biggest concerns, in my opinion, with this roster. But we do have the 10th to 14th pick in the draft. We might just stay with that pick. I want Knappel to be the long term too, and then really we're trying to get people out of our bench, you should say. So I guess we'll stay at 10 or 14, unless there is a possibility for us to trade up with 10 or 14. Like look, we also have the 29th pick, so we get Jackson, Norman Powell, Keegan Murray. He like Darius a cuff, but I don't think that'll be worth it for us just yet. So yeah, there's no really good offer. So we'll just stay in the draft. So 10, we got Caleb Holt, which developed into a really good player. We also got Todd Ariza. It's been a minute since I took Todd Ariza. He's only starter ceiling though, which kind of scares me. I know Caleb Holt becomes a really good player. I'm gonna take him, and then with the 14th pick, we still got Todd Ariza here, and I think we take him. So we could take Cameron Williams though. I'm gonna take Cameron Williams. I'm gonna take Cameron Williams. He's gonna be our center, and then we could take like Sadiq White with this pick, and then we'll call it a day. So we'll call it a draft. We draft some 3 really good players that can become really good players for us in the future. I like the Cameron Williams pickup. So gonna accept everybody here. Qualifying offers, we got Brandon Miller. Heading in afraid until we don't have like Giannis money or anything. We have to re-sign Brandon Miller too, which we'll obviously do that. So if he doesn't re-sign, we'll still match the money, which yeah, he doesn't want to come back, which is fair, but I'm gonna match that. Obviously restricted for a reason. We'll just let the rest of these guys go. So we'll match Brandon Miller's contract 100%. So that's what I'm gonna do. We eventually, we have a bunch of players like Trey Mann, Igor Demon. We have Knappel, Holt, Daniels. We have Brandon Miller still on. We have like a lot of guys that can be used in a trade. So I think player progression here will decide a lot, honestly. So I'm not even going to sign a free agent at this point. Trade to player progression. Brandon Miller's up to a 89 overall. Blues up to a 84. Knappel 83. Trey Mann 80. 80 Demon, 80 Salon. So Salon will be a great player. He was a good player last year for us. I see him get more efficient shooting wise, and he'll be really good for us. Noah's up to a 79. The only guy I'm not happy about is Demon. I mean, the 8th overall pick. I want him to develop a little bit more than that. So I think at the trade deadline, we have to consider making a trade for a point guard that can obviously fill the place of LaMelo Ball. I didn't see how good LaMelo was playing. No, I didn't mean to freaking let 2K cut my players. I hope they didn't cut anybody serious, dude. Bro, if they cut if they cut Clogbin or like somebody at the end of the bench, I wouldn't be mad. I think we had 16 players and we had to cut. I think that's what it said, dude. Please don't tell me cut anybody dumb. I'm about to see right now. They freaking cut Sadiq White, man. Oh my goodness. Why not cut Clogbin? He's literally the 4th center on the bench. He's not gonna play in time throughout this video. Why would you cut Sadiq White? I wouldn't have been mad if they waved and stretched Sam Hauser, but they decided, no, whatever. I don't even care. I guess, dude. Igor Demon, Knappel, Miller, Boozer, Claxton, Trey Mann, Salon, Robinson, Noah, then Dash, Jalen, or Tim, the rotation. No, it sucks what they did, but honestly, I guess I should have paid more attention. So the goal is to maybe get a starting caliber point guard at the trade line. After we get that, we might be rolling. I don't know who I want, though, honestly. Whoever we get, gonna have to be like an all-star type player, but we'll figure it out. I get Tyrese Halliburton at the trade line, although I don't think they say yes to this. It would be a fun little idea. I'm gonna offer it. Oh my goodness, they're actually really close to saying yes. Yo, we can actually get a deal done. Hold on. Oh, okay. If we take out our pick and throw this Heat pick in there, would they say it's a lot? It has more value, obviously 2028. I know nothing about, so I mean, we gotta get Halliburton in the deal. What do they say? Wow, they're really close to saying yes to it. So if we does this pick out value? Okay. Oh, okay. Like we really could get Halliburton right now if we wanted to. All right. I mean, do they have any like guys like are terrible that they can offer me? Oh, not really. Okay. I think what we have to do is we have to slide some positions around. So this isn't okay. I usually do this all the time. So trade Mang, goes up to an 82 as small forward. I'll fix the position in a minute, and then we could also just trade Demon if he has more value. Who else goes up, man? Holt's not trading. I'm trading Caleb Holt. They don't really go up much at all. I don't think this will honestly get it done, but it could. You never know what could happen, honestly. So, I'll offer it again. We have to trade Clacken's money, which sucks, but we can easily get a new center in the building. So, once again, we're gonna. I didn't expect him to say yes to this, but save that. So we trade LaMelo. Now we're going after Tyrese Halliburton. So, where are the Pacers? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna offer this again. I guess we could trade Demon instead if he has more value. It was Hauser's money, and then what else was it? Caleb Holt. There's one more player in there. Was it Kalkbrenner? No, it was Liam McNeely for Jackie Thorpe and what else was it? Donnie Freeman? Was this the deal? It was something different. I was one more player. Oh yeah, it was Claxton. I forgot. My bad. So we're gonna have to take out McNeely then, and then the first round pick. Actually, I'm gonna see if we can get it to this first. So does this get it done? Nope. Okay, what about this pick? This pick has a lot more value. Not this pick. This Sixers pick. That got it done. Halliburton, welcome to the team. Okay, it only took a couple of overalls. How many positions we had to fix, but Halliburton is a Charlotte Hornet now, so it didn't take much. Only took a couple of picks in there, but we got it done. We had to trade Demon. I think he was the person we had to trade, but I honestly think it was worth it for us. So who did we move position? I don't think we moved anybody's position like crazy. So yeah, other than that, we didn't really move any crazy position, so everything could really stay. So okay. Tyrese Halliburton is new starting point guard in Charlotte. So I didn't expect them to even consider that, but they did. So Halliburton, Kneppel, Brandon Miller, Cameron Boozer, Mitchell Robinson, Trey Mann, T-John Salon. I would have loved, like I said, if we got Darren Peterson, we wouldn't have to make this trade. But for now, Mitchell Robinson would be starting center. I feel like the final thing we have to do with this team is get a reliable starting center, better than Robinson and better than what Claxton was, and then we'll be good, bro. Then we'll be good. We might even be fine with how we're rolling it right now, but I guess we can go ahead and play Liam McNeely these last 10 minutes off the bench. Or how much minutes is that? Yeah, 10 minutes. So efficiency, we're running a balanced system still. Everybody fits the system, but Mitchell Robinson really. So that's it. Getting a new center is what I'm prioritizing. What I'm prioritizing in the offseason. I don't know what it would take to get it, but that's my idea. And upgrading our bench obviously is something too. But I'll see y'all at the end of the season. Wembanyama wins the MVP. Terrence Stokes is Rookie of the Year in Sacramento. So I remember before he didn't have a 3-point tendency at all. Looks like Jody Kilmer added 3-point tendencies. Thank goodness. But Mikael Brown in Denver, 6th Man of the Year. John Morant, clutch player. But we did finish off as the number 4 seed. So I was on record at the trade deadline. Didn't improve, but we did finish off 49-33. So I guess we did improve a little bit. I'm hoping next year we could be a top 3 seed in the East. The East is pretty bad, at least in 2K. 24 from Brandon Miller, 23 from Tyrese Halliburton, and 21 from Cameron Boozer, 12 from Colin Kneppel, 11 from Dash Daniels, 10 from T-John Salon. He make a 3-point percentage better. He did, man. Salon is turning into probably not the superstar we expect the 6th overall pick to be or whatever, but I can definitely say he's a really good role player for us. 10 points, 5 rebounds. Pretty sure he's also a good defender. So, yeah, and then shooting 37% from 3, which I'll take, honestly. I'll take 10 from Trey Mann, 10 from Noah. We got him in the – what trade did we get him from again? I know we didn't draft him. I really forget what trade we got him from. And then 5 from McNeely, the 4. What trade did we get Noah from? Was it? I don't know. I just really don't know. Who else do we? Oh, I know it wasn't from the Miles Bridges trade. No, we fleeced, but was it from the Miles Bridges trade? I actually don't know. I really don't know what trade that was from. Wow, I completely forgot. I'll have to look back in it literally right after this playoff series. But I'm gonna go 9 rotation. I'm gonna shrink the bench position down to a 25. I'm gonna see what we can do. See if we can maybe win a championship this year. So we got Brooklyn. So playing LaMelo Ball. So what a freaking story this is. So LaMelo Ball. Looks like he's going to get his revenge. The rest of the team on Brooklyn is pretty bad, so I think we should be able to win. We'll see. We are going to sweep him. So, yeah, LaMelo Ball averaged about 18.5 against us, so he did not play good against us. Now we got Washington in round 2. So, Darren Peterson, like I said, somebody I love to add. Carrington, Trey Johnson. Now, I don't love how they're playing, Darren Peterson, Buck Carrington, and Trey Johnson rank 5. I don't think defensively that would be good enough, but I think we should be able to win this series too. Be able to beat the Nets. I think we should be able to beat the Wizards and go to the conference finals. We'll see. Game 1, we're gonna take. Game 2, they ended up. Game 3, we're up 2-1. They're up 2-2. Mind you, they were a playing team. We're going to a game 7 with a playing team. Okay. I guess it wasn't a bad playing team because they're obviously in this situation. But game 7 is Charlotte. Hopefully we get it done and go to the conference finals. And it's a close game, but we are going to get it done. 131 to 121. And we got Chicago in the conference finals. Chicago is really respected in the 2K sim. Simons, White, Asar, Buzelis, Vucevic. So Tristan Vucevic is starting center. So not saying we have a better starting center or anything like that, but they have Giddy, Reeves, Washington, and Noah Senge in Jackson. So I'm going to say it's a really guard heavy team. I don't think this team should be able to beat us either. Like, usually it is a better team like the Knicks, but they lost. But I really don't think this team is good either. But for some reason, they're probably going to beat us because, 2K loves the Bulls. But we're going to take game 1. We're going to take game 2. We're going to take game 3. Like I said, I don't think that team was good. I must be missing something. I don't think this team was that good enough. But we're in the finals just like that. And now we got these. Oh, it's not even the Mavericks, the Spurs. But I don't think I should want either teams, honestly. Either teams are probably going to be really good. But it's not Dallas. So I'm a little more confident. Fox, Harper, Vassell, Josh Hart, Wimby, Castle, Carter Bryant, Cam Johnson, Josh Johnson, and Jason Crow Jr. So another really guard-heavy team. We'll see if we can get it done. Game 1, we're gonna take game 2. They ended up game 3. They're up 2-1. We even up to the 2. So wow, I'm impressed with this Hornets team. Like I said, I don't think this team was complete by any means, but 2K thinks it's complete. Same thing with the Nets rebuild. I don't think that team was complete. We're right now on the verge of maybe winning the finals, but looks like we're going to lose this game, though. So we're going to lose by only 1 point, though. I mean, we can get that game right back. But game 6, we start off the first quarter on fire. Let's keep it up as we let up in the second quarter, like really badly. Third quarter, and always get locking in the fourth quarter. We do 129 or 98. Wow, and 33 from Haller. Only averaging 19, 11. He doesn't have to do much scoring. It's done by Van Mill. He's averaging 30. Boozer. That's done by them, obviously. Low ball. I mean, Halliburton was brought in for his playmaking and some scoring ability, as we know. But okay, game 7, this would be to get, win the NBA championship. And so far we have the lead. And there's absolutely no way in year 3 we got it done again, man. Wow. We won the NBA championship just like that. And I didn't have to do much but trade for Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, I guess we ended off on that, right? I mean, we have to at that point. So there's not much really. I mean, we won a championship in year 3 in 3 years once again. I did not expect this team to do it, but this team was good enough, and they were able to win their championships. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. What a rebuild, man.